He's a host. That fool don't got no name. If we offend you, he'll take the blame. Also, his man is also fresh. Nobody's safe when he's talking ish. You better wear a vest. This is the hype, the original, the official. We hate both sides, find us in the middle. We cast you left, we done. We come hard because you like it fun. That's us the hype, yes, that's the hype. Don't you dare test us, we are that type. We are all about love, we talk about life. We talk super slick, keep your eye on your wife.
All of a sudden, this motherfucker starts getting picky about the way shit works now. This motherfucker will have you sitting around with a cassette player, handing them out on the corner.
I thought about that.
You thought about selling cassettes?
Yeah, I think we need to bring it back old school, dude, and start recording the Hype podcast.
Cassettes aren't fucking good.
No, but hear me out. Mm-hmm. Like in Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, he has that little Walkman with the cassette player. I think we need to bring that shit back.
Why don't you start out with a talking raccoon and we'll take it from there.
I'm here with a talking trash panda.
I am.
His name's Oh So Fresh.
Yes, I eliminate you.
And why are you dressed like you're going to Walmart today, sir? What the fuck is going on?
They can't see the bottom of me. Like we watched the news.
Hey, how did you know that? How did you know that? The same way you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hype Podcast. I'm the host of No Name.
My name is Also Fresh. I got my pajamas on, but it is not a pajama party. The show has begun.
Yeah, it's not a pajama party or a sausage party, bitch. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your head.
Hey, but you know what, ho? There's a party in your mouth and everybody's coming.
What are you, fucking 12?
Hey, bring the old school back.
Like I was just saying, bring the old school back. Let's start recording the Hype Podcast on a cassette.
No.
And fucking doling them out to people.
Then they look at you funny.
Exactly.
The problem is cassettes aren't that dope. And nobody has a way to play it. My car has a cassette player.
There you go.
My car is the last car sold in America with a cassette player in it. That's what makes my car stand out.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact.
How do you know this?
I read it.
You actually took the time to look this shit up.
When I like a car, I learn everything about it. I mean, because if you one of them dumb motherfuckers that go to the 35% inch APR lot and just take whatever the fuck they give you, then you don't know the luxury of this. When I walk up to a car lot, I know exactly which car I want.
Hold on. Have you tried to use... Remember when the cassette tapes had the little cord?
I haven't tried to use that.
The little aux cord that you could plug into like your iPod and shit?
I use radio signal. Because I got this
You still listen to the radio.
No, I have this little device that is basically CarPlay or Android Auto.
Okay.
$60, bam. My car is just as good as fuck yours. Except for it don't make those nasty diesel fumes.
Diesel burns cleaner than regular gas, bitch.
But it ain't gas.
Yeah. What about science now? Yes, it is. It's fuel.
It's not as good.
You know what gas means? A gaseous material. Water can be a gas, bitch. Yeah. Take that in your fucking
it's
science.
It's not the gasoline that I want to get from AM/PM. I don't want.
Hey, if you want gas from
I don't want anything green poking in my holes.
If you want gas from AM/PM, get them jalapeno cheese corn dogs, baby.
I did get one by accident. I thought I was just getting a hot dog. I'm like, there's a lot more flavor than I thought.
Oh my God.
But you know, folks, it's been a momentous week. And I'll tell you exactly why.
Tell us.
Because for the first time ever, a U.S. president has been convicted of a felony.
34 of them to be exact.
34 felonies.
And this motherfucker.
How do you have one incident and have 34 felonies?
Dude, it's a charade. It's all a fucking charade, number one. Number two, how are you going to be convicted of 34 felonies and be like, all right, judge, I'm going to go hit this UFC. I'll be back.
Yeah, the same day he gets the guilty verdict. Same day he gets the guilty verdict. No, I think it was Saturday. So the UFC was Saturday.
Yeah.
So within a day or so of getting 34 felony counts, this motherfucker shows up at UFC like he won a championship. Yeah, right. He got a fucking standing ovation.
And the largest donation in a 24-hour period in the history of history.
And motherfucker, if you don't pay your parking tickets, you're under the jail.
Yeah. Under the jail.
I mean, they say as soon as they said, they would cut me up and push me right in the fucking back. Now, the political race is heating up, and I got to say something about bitch-ass Joe Biden. Hey, I saw a speech with him, and he was just like, there's something, maybe I'm wrong. If you know more about this, you can tell me. When you refer to the president or a former president, at least the way they do it on West Wing, you know, West Wing, hey.
I have so many questions.
You watch West Wing?
No, I didn't know that you watch West Wing either.
West Wing is the fucking best. I mean, you know,
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's ever said West Wing is the best except for Oh So Fresh.
You don't know anything about, West Wing is the best. I mean, there was a couple dodgy seasons. Don't get me wrong.
Well, that's anything. What is West Wing about? Tell me about
it. It is about the West Wing of the White House.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of political shit going on. And
sure.
They're the king of the walking down the hall scene.
Okay.
Motherfuckers, it almost makes you dizzy because they'll be talking and they'll be going back and forth. But to the best of my knowledge, because I saw Joe Biden out at a rally. I didn't personally see him there. I saw some tape from it. Sure. And he really went in on talking shit about Trump, like how he hates black people. Like, seriously. I'll pull the clip for next week because he's like, yeah, black people are dying because Donald Trump did this. And then, but what really made me pay reference to is he called Barack Obama Barack. Okay. He called Donald Trump. And it's supposed to be President Obama and President Trump. I mean, you a little bit beside yourself, bitch.
For us, yeah. For a fucking 90-some-year-old dude who doesn't know where he is, number one. And number two, you're at that level. He is at presidential level.
It's respect.
Dude,
I'm at the level where you should be calling me mister, and I find it disrespectful anytime you want to call me also.
Do you think, we're in medieval times.
Yeah.
I'm king of the Eastlands, and you're king oh so fresh, right?
Can I have a unicorn?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can have whatever the fuck you want. You're the king.
It's medieval times.
Yeah. Do you think that you would come to me and be like, oh, my lord, your highness? No. You'd be like, hey, host with no name.
That's different. I refer to you by your goddamn title. Your title.
No, you don't.
If you happen to convince a good number of Americans to vote for you and you become president, which is very slight, then motherfucker, they should call you president, whatever.
I understand, but if you're at the same level, I don't call my coworkers or my peers. I'm not like, oh, excuse me, senior tech Peter Gustafio.
So I could be wrong, but I found it very disrespectful, Joe. And let me tell you something about you, Joe. Joe was more racist than anybody. I'll fuck around. I mean, Joe voted for all the keep the darkies in line bills.
Dude, if you want to talk about Joe Biden being disrespectful, how about him touching little girls on fucking national television?
He likes to sniff their hair.
Yeah. Like, dude, that's disrespectful. Like, bitch, what are you doing? You're on TV, Joe.
Sometimes he'll be sniffing. I'm like, did you steal her soul?
Yeah, right. Dude, so hang on. I gotta wrap this back around to Trump real quick. So we got 34 felonies.
Yeah.
You fucking immediately go to UFC afterwards. I can't wait. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it right now. Somebody within the next week is gonna say, after his guilty verdict, Donald Trump fled to New Jersey. I guarantee you they're going to say he fled the state of New York.
Why would you flee to New Jersey?
I don't. Maybe that's part of your sentence.
I mean, go to Connecticut or something.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, UFC was in Jersey. So, yeah. So, but my point...
The boss, Bruce Springsteen, Jersey.
No, my point is, now he has more street cred than ever. Because they're saying you have to call him... You can't say the name Donald Trump without saying convicted felon in front of it. Bitch, nobody cares.
No, nobody cares.
Nobody fucking cares.
I mean, I've been convicted of shit too. What are you going to say?
Yeah, I don't say convicted misdemeanor oh so fresh. Like, no.
Former DUI contestant.
By the way, how would you say that? Former Mr. Mean? Oh, so fresh? Because convicted felony, they just shorten it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So, we're going to call you convicted misdemeanor so fresh.
I mean, because there's a lot of people that you motherfuckers support that have been to jail. Everybody loves Mike Tyson. He went to jail for rape.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the fucking fight.
Dude, what if, and hear me out, what if Mike Tyson ran for president? Do you know how fast that motherfucker's winning in a landslide?
Well, The Rock was talking about it.
Yeah, but the Rock's got douchebag
actually, but The Rock's, I saw recently The Rock's been slipping. I mean, he went to In-N-Out for the first time like 5 times.
What?
My first time at In-N-Out. My first time at In-N-Out.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Hey, motherfucker. Ain't nobody bragging about going to goddamn In-N-Out.
Wait a minute. So he did like 5 different videos about his first time, air quotes.
A few years apart.
Shut the fuck up. Maybe he's got dementia. Fucking rock. All them steroids are going to your brain, bro.
Well, people were just starting to see through his brand. You know what I'm starting to see? It's just don't be famous too long, because that shit's gonna come to fucking get you. And don't be black and super fucking famous, because you've been touching some bitches.
He said, rule number 1, don't be famous for too long. And number 2, don't be black and famous for too long.
Bill Cosby was a trusted goddamn icon.
He was a household name.
And he's raping 40 women. How do you do that? I mean, you dope her up,
listen,
get yours, and then sit her home with a pack of Jello.
Listen.
You want a pudding pop?
Get some Jello.
We want cake.
Listen, this is going to sound fucked up because it is fucked up.
This is the show for fucked up things.
Earmuffs.
Okay.
You can't use the R word when it comes to like Bill Cosby. Yeah, you drugged some bitches. I get it.
Oh, I broke the rules. No rape, no cancer. Sorry.
It's fine. It's okay. We're in a safe space. Safe space. That's so fresh. You can't use the...
And we're not adding any fucking letters, even though it's Pride Month. Keep going.
You can't use that particular word because there wasn't a stop, no and don't. Bitch, you were asleep. Come up with a more sensual name.
You know, they already, I don't know if you guys ever seen our episode 30 for 30, but they banned it because we gave some bad medical advice on it.
We are certified podcasters.
We
have a license.
If you are watching this show for medical advice,
you're an idiot. Number 1.
You're really fucking stupid.
You're a fucking idiot.
I mean, we can give you a couple life hacks and shit.
Yeah.
I have one now.
Okay.
Don't fuck with goddamn Domino's. Well, I ordered a deep dish pan pizza. Okay. I knew it was gonna be shitty pizza. I knew that.
Like we all do. That's like par for the course.
It took an hour to get here, and the motherfucker, it's like they just singed the bottom so it would look legit. That shit was dough all the way through.
What'd you do?
I tried to heat it in the oven, but I had to clean some out of my oven, so my oven started smoking because I don't use it very often. I have an air fryer. So I tried to air fry it. Okay. Nah, that shit was just in a state. A pan pizza does not cook.
It's a fucking state of limbo.
Yeah.
So did you eat it or not?
I picked off it, and I got that deal where you buy 2 items, you get them for $7. Okay. And I got the Philly cheesesteak. They invented a flavor that I don't know about, and it's the nastiest shit I've ever tasted.
It's Domino's.
It's still
their garnish is probably swept up off the floor.
See, I'll tell you straight up, Domino's is not horrible, but it tastes cheap. You know.
Yeah, it's Domino's.
I'm cool with the shit tasting cheap.
Okay.
But not bad.
What about this Philly cheesesteak was bad?
I don't know if it was a sauce or something.
So
it just had
what kind of sauce do you put on a Philly cheesesteak?
I don't know. It had a peculiar flavor.
You think somebody whoop whoop into your fucking Philly cheesesteak? Was it that kind of flavor? Was it a little salty?
I wouldn't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean you wouldn't know?
I don't know what that shit tastes like.
You do now.
So I just gotta say this to you. And then you know what? I got one more beef. Little Caesars, thanks for the refund, but don't put all the toppings on one half of the pizza. I get a fucking Supreme. Half the pizza looks like a Supreme. The other half looks like a pepperoni pizza. Dude. I mean, spread the love around.
Maybe, and this is just a thought.
I should upskill.
This is for you guys too. Maybe you stop getting fucking bottom of the barrel pizza. How about that?
If I could find some way,
quality fucking pizza.
If I could find a way to make the delivery costs less than the fucking pizza. $17 tab. Once I got the tip out, that's $17. But you know, it actually makes sense because if you told me to go get you a pizza right now, I would charge you $17.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's standard.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking call like Papa John's and just go pick it up? Then you can bake it yourself.
Because I'm lazy.
Why don't you call Round Table? Round Table's good.
I already gave you the answer. Are you listening to the show? I said I'm lazy.
You Grubhub, don't you? Or
I am
Instacart or whatever the fuck.
You asked why. I gave you an answer. So could you shut the fuck up and move on with my show?
No, because I want to know the king of apps over here, the king of fucking fast food apps, can't use a fucking app to get a decent pizza.
Oh, one more thing with fast food apps. Hey, just because those ghost pepper wings are a deal does not mean they're good. I mean, it's, hey, you ever get the hot shit at Chipotle? It's just like that.
What's wrong with the ghost pepper wings?
Man.
They're just supposed to be hot. They're not supposed to have flavor. They're supposed to be hot.
Yeah, but on the way out too?
Yes.
Hey, when you shit spices, it's a whole nother thing.
You want to know a fucked up fun fact?
I do not feel all of the 7 flavors in KFC coming out my ass. I don't.
Can you tell the difference between
I had a bellyache and ghost pepper fucking wings. Life was over.
Can you tell the difference between extra crispy and original?
I can't tell the difference. And if you buy, I just want to let you know, if you buy extra crispy at KFC, that's just nasty and you're nasty.
We'll get into that in a second, but here's the fun fact I was going to lay on you. Did you know that the same type of skin material actually is in both areas? Your mouth and butthole is the same type of skin.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they will never meet.
I mean, the same sensitivity level is in both areas. So, yeah, it's going to burn going in and burn going out.
So that's why it's like kiss my ass. Yeah. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
You know?
And why do you think we pucker up?
Yeah.
And so it looks the same. Like
so,
this.
You know, first base is going to be a lot more interesting next time I go on a date. You know, you go drop the bitch off. She jumps out the car. You roll down the passenger side window and just shove your ass outside. Kiss.
Oh,
and you know, I'm black, so I can fool some white girl and be like, it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Because they seem to understand that we can make music about killing each other. Then
that's true.
Getting your ass kissed can't be too far from that, and a lot safer.
Dude, so speaking of the cultural thing, I butchered that joke by Ari Spears. Like, I tried to explain to somebody.
Are you going to butcher it here, too?
No, I know. But I told you about the bit where he did, like, white people use motherfucker because we can't use the N-word. Mm-hmm. And comedy's an art form. We all know this. But I was just explaining to these folks the bit, and they're like, yeah, why is that funny? I'm like, it's funny if you're black and a fucking comedian. I'm just telling you the dude was funny.
I mean, it's funny when he says it because it doesn't sound that funny to me when you say it.
I understand.
Yeah, and you know, motherfucker just radiates from me in this fucking show. Because the Caucasians in my life say motherfucker a lot more now. They'll be like, that motherfucker. And I'm like, that's the only time I've heard you cuss, but you call somebody a motherfucker.
And I also have to point out, in this very same conversation, they were like, well, what do you mean? Eminem uses the N-word. I was like, no. I was like, no, he does not. And they're like, well, he did. I was like, no, fuck, he did not. Ever. Like, not even once.
I think there's a racist track they came out with. It was like in the mid-'90s when he was like 12 and he dissed his black girlfriend.
Yeah, but he didn't use the N-word.
You know, he had to come out and apologize for it and shit. I mean, if I'm going to be charged now for some shit I said to a bitch at 12 years old, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble.
Dude, listen, money will get you a lot of things, and it'll get you out of a lot of things. Diddy's not in jail yet. Donald Trump's not in jail yet. But let me tell you, if you drive like a Hyundai and you're fucking broke, you can't do shit. Like this cat, I saw this video. I think I sent it over to you. This cat is fucking in trouble for a suspended license that he never had.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office.
So
actually.
yes.
So
the answer is yes.
Just give me 1 second.
I love when people are fucking up
right
trying
now.
to explain shit to you. I'm about to pull over.
Hey.
Boy,
he told the judge, hang on a minute.
He's just driving around enjoying his day.
You stationary?
Yeah.
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
Like you pulled a drive-through.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Look at this redheaded white bitch, dude.
He had to
Okay.
think, the judge had to think about that shit.
So maybe I don't understand something.
Hold on. I gotta
This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and
Talk about telling on yourself.
he didn't have a license.
You know, you could use that filter to block out the stuff in the background.
Right?
Oh,
Look at him.
That is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license.
I'm
He's
watching this man
suspended
commit a
and
crime.
he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
oh.
I don't know why this
I'm
is
just,
so funny to me.
I'm sitting, he's just trying to figure it out. Hey, if you got a Zoom court hearing, you should stay home.
Yeah, right? Or learn how to use your fucking backdrop filters, dude. What the fuck?
There's deliberating. I mean, because everybody in the courtroom is all fucked up. Like, this don't
Hello?
even make no sense. I'd be like, you be stabbing a bitch on.
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
So this carries on for a few minutes, and this judge is just fucking baffled, right? But you got to see the fucking follow-up video to this. Have you seen this shit?
I don't see how does he.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter.
There we go.
Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
That's the blankest look I've ever seen on anybody's face.
No, but you got the follow-up video of this.
There we go.
Thank you.
Check this shit out.
Trying to get to the bottom of why Corey Harris's driver's license is still suspended for child support has been incredibly frustrating.
watch
For
this.
2 days now,
Hey, you gotta admit that is a baby daddy ass looking motherfucker.
It really is.
I gotta come by and see my kids.
And I have one question before we carry on. Why doesn't Detroit have any hot field anchors? What is going on in Detroit?
I personally have the feed for probably 30, 40 news stations. And Detroit looks like they are a small station in Eastern Oregon. I'm telling you, when you start looking around, there's some major markets where you think that's a big city. No, it looks like
It looks like they pulled a bum off the street.
I mean, really, it seems like they're trying. All right, let me get back to this.
we'll do it live.
Wrong
How
button.
do you fuck that up?
I've been trying to ask anyone at Saginaw County's friend of the court what could have gone wrong, and still no
what could
answers.
have gone wrong?
They were supposed to have been lifted it 2 years ago, but they didn't.
Detroiter Corey Harris is talking about the Saginaw County friend of the court suspending his driver's license for child support, something
Been
he
there.
says he resolved 2.5 years ago, and a judge in Saginaw County rescinded that suspension, allowing Harris to drive again. So he says he was shocked when Pittsfield Township Police cited him in October for driving on a suspended license.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now. This second. Yes, I am.
This is the video of the virtual court hearing that went viral after a judge ordered Harris to jail for driving with a suspended license.
Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Ah,
Harris
shit.
admits he was driving to get his wife to the doctor, but what he can't understand is why his license was still suspended 2.5 years after the judge ordered it lifted. The Saginaw County friend of the court
You should wear a
has
rubber.
not responded to our calls, but according to a spokesperson for the Secretary
He
of
should
State,
sue the fuck out of
friend
him.
of the court never sent over a clearance in 2022.
See, with that shit, I'll be straight about it because I know about this shit.
Okay.
Bitches do some fucked up shit. Seriously. I mean, really, I just fucked you once, goddamn. Now I'm strapped, my license all fucked up.
What they didn't say is he was bringing his wife to the doctor because he whooped her ass.
Because the bitch don't listen.
Yeah, right. I told you, I'm not paying for this fucking baby. Bam.
Fucking child support. Yeah, they tried to pull that shit. All you gotta do is set up and get a $10 payment into them.
But I will say this: in any community, not just the black community, in any community, you're gonna do this shit to people. You're gonna drive motherfuckers to do shit like this. Run around naked and fucking
Naked
traffic.
man leaping over a fence and running right into traffic. He kills him, but it look,
he just gets
But that's
he
just
was
the
trying to get to
beginning
his
of
court
this
date
wild
too.
story.
That's your ass, fool.
Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell spoke to the driver who caught it all on camera. She joins us now live with his story.
Oh, they
Amy.
got the blacks talking to us.
Mark, this happened
He's
during
like, "Let
rush
the darkies
hour
talk."
in front of a lot of shocked drivers on a very busy street. A naked man jumped out of a tree, got hit by at least one vehicle, and
At least.
survived. A
Yeah, we saw it.
life-risking leap by
Oh,
a naked man.
he must be on PCP.
He
Dude,
lands
he
on his
turned an
bare
ankle
feet
for
on
sure.
a busy Ladera Heights street and starts running. Moments
Oh!
later, he's hit by a car.
It was crazy.
Who's ever driving that car should be in the NFL, man. That was a hell of a hit.
I know he put his shoulder into it when he got hit by the car.
Into the street. Across
Dude,
the in front of
Pause
us.
this shit
The
real quick.
stunning incident.
There's a fucking dude in downtown Portland. He's a like old ass fucking white dude.
The stories that start
Matt-
like this don't end well.
I know, right? No, old ass fucking white dude. He walks around downtown in the middle of the day in front of businesses like Pearl District, like the fucking classy joint, naked as fuck, steals garbage cans. And when he's done with them, he puts them back.
What are you steal garbage cans for?
I don't know. Meth. That's all I can really say. I don't know.
You're not gonna have enough meth to fill a garbage can.
Maybe he's building a fort. I don't know what he's doing.
Do you know a lot about garbage cans?
Well, I mean, as much as there is to know, yes.
You gotta tell my tenant to stop putting cans in the yard debris bin. Fuck.
Maybe he's just trying to recycle, motherfucker. And why do
Recycle means you have to go to the place.
and why do I got to tell him? You think he's gonna listen to me?
I'm just asking. I ask if you were expert earlier. You know how to explain this stuff because obviously I couldn't explain it right.
Well, do you ever use your yard debris bin?
No.
There you go. Why do you have it? Get that shit out of here.
No, I was considering getting rid of it, and I looked at it and I said, "Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit in here."
What all did you find in there? Just
There's a whole bunch of cans and shit.
Like, is it sorted trash or is it all recycling?
Okay, when you have tenants, you started. I'll be straight up with you. When you have tenants, they do not believe in fucking recycling. There are very few rules to fucking recycling, and the number one rule is do not put motherfucking food in there. Do not use food containers in there.
Yeah.
You know, they sent me a notice and offered to suspend my shit because there was so much shit in there. And when it comes to the yard refuse thing, I don't know how that works.
Speaking of, you brought this up, and I forgot to bring it up during your pizza rant there, but we're talking about food. I can't understand, and help me out with this. You folks at home, noodle on this too, would you? I can't fucking fathom why my friends question my eating habits.
Because I ain't got shit else to do.
Well, what does that have to do with me? Fix the camera. Nobody wants to look at you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what they basically did is, since you are a superior being and they have no power over you, they said, let's hit them where it hurts.
Yeah, my buddy comes to me the other day. He goes, "Isn't your marathon at the end of June?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "And you're eating nachos?"
Why, did you come to my last marathon?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm like, bro, why do you care if I'm eating nachos?
Are you driving me there and get me some new Nikes?
Yeah, are you betting on me?
I mean, if you get me some Air Max 90s, you can give a fuck all you want.
That was a very specific shoe. Why is it Air Max 90s?
Because they're dope.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Air Maxes that are dope.
They're my favorite one. That's why I referred to them.
Are they like
when
your
you communicate,
first
you
hair?
say things that are specific so the people on the other side of the screen understand what I'm talking about. So Air Max 90, you can go look that up if you got the internet on your phone.
The other side of the screen is the wall, my friend, and a closet. Do you have people in the closet? Are we referring to those people?
I ain't no goddamn R. Kelly.
Okay. You have a cult in the basement, but
let me get back to my naked man.
Incident happened around 9:30 Thursday morning on Slauson Avenue near
9:30.
Edgemar. Gerardo Garcia was
there a
on the
better
job
time
with
to
a
run around naked
coworker
in traffic? I
delivering
feel like
medical
9:30 is a
equipment
reasonable
when
time.
he saw
What are
the
my
man
options?
jump from an apartment
Dude, you know he
Me and
had
my
to have
coworker
turned
saw
an
the
ankle,
tree
dude.
shake a lot, so we kind of stopped and was like, "Well, is the tree gonna like topple over or anything?" So, and then that's when we noticed a man inside of the tree, and we were like, "Well, that's kind of weird." Got my
How
camera
nice
out,
of you to
started
call him a man.
recording, and yeah, there you go. A naked man just jumps out. Oh, I'm very shocked. Now, me and my buddy were just like, "What's going on? Like, are we being pranked?" And then he just ran across us. and then a car.
You can tell this
lady in the car
motherfucker's
just
never
hit
done an
something.
interview in his
The
life.
nude man
We thought we were
manages to
being
get
pranked.
up after being struck,
Really, bitch?
but is seen in another video back down on the street. It's not known if he was hit by a second vehicle. Moments later, deputies arrive and surround him.
He did get up. He started walking towards some vehicles.
Yeah,
and then that's when the police officers arrived.
Family members had called police for help, saying the man was suffering a mental health crisis.
Right.
The sheriff's department
Because
says
we
the
all
man
run
was
around
hospitalized with some
naked and sweating when we're experiencing.
That's a crisis like a
mental health
motherfucker. I mean, life can't. You're definitely not celebrating life when you run out in traffic in front of some shit.
Okay, I do this all the time, and here it comes. Oh, so fresh. What's it gonna take for Oso to run out in traffic naked?
It's just not gonna happen.
No? In no situation.
You criticize my lifestyle, the way I fucking eat. So why tip fate even more?
Not even if there's bees? Like, what if you're swarmed by bees?
I'm smart enough to know I can take all the bee stings, but if one of the Kia boys comes and fucking hits me, it ain't gonna work out. But you know what? I live in Portland.
Okay.
And we've made the top 20 on something. Would you like to see it?
Like We the Hype podcast?
No. Naked man leaping over a fence.
It's a familiar gag in movies and TV shows, but the U.S. Postal Service says there's nothing funny about dogs attacking mail carriers.
Hell yeah.
There were 19 incidents of dog bite attacks involving mail carriers in Portland alone last year. Out of the 5,800 nationally, the carriers say a dog's loyal and protective nature can make behavior unpredictable.
They're very territorial. And we as letter carriers have a certain job, which is to go into people's territory and go up to the house and put mail in their mailbox.
Look at the conviction
and we
on this
look
guy.
kind of funny. You know, we have these big things. We're carrying packages.
We look kind of funny.
You know, what I know about the deal with dogs is you are not supposed to be here. That's their big problem. They're like, my own, because the mailman comes around with a bag. And
you are not supposed to be here.
And the mailman doesn't have contact with your owner.
Right.
So it's like, motherfucker, you ain't supposed to be up in here.
Like, this is my yard.
Yeah.
You come to my yard, my house, motherfucker, you better have some
that
treats.
Motherfucker feeds me, so I need to protect his shit. Now, if I saw him shake your hand, I might think about you a little different. But motherfucker, you ain't never been around my guy.
You know damn well that's why dogs get this look all the time. They cock their head to the side because they're like, do I need to bite this son of a bitch?
If you're thinking about a career in the postal industry,
not
take that in
important.
mind.
Not
take that in mind. But Portland motherfuckers are so fucking dumb. You know what I'm saying? all dogs are great. Everybody in Portland has a dog. Everybody thinks dogs are friendly because there's so many of them around now.
Yeah, not the case. They're fucking wild animals. I don't care if people say, they're domestic. Yeah, that's fine. They still. Have you ever seen a cat follow a fucking bird around from the window? No. They have that fucking ancestral instinct of like, I want to murder. I want to murder.
Well, cats are tamed.
Well, yeah, so are dogs.
No, dogs are tamed. Cats are.
No wild animal is completely tamed.
I mean,
that's not a thing.
I mean, cats facilitate fucking with you. That's what they do. Dogs, they're like, I need to be next to you all the time. The cat's like, well, fuck. This is the best thing I got going.
It's because dogs are pack animals and cats are cunts. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hype Podcast.
Hold on.
What?
Didn't you see a cat?
Yeah, I did see a cat. Rest in peace, the little orange guy. I think I saw a cat get thrown out a fucking window on the freeway. And I'll tell you what, I have never been so enraged in my entire life. I will talk about that more next week on the Hype Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the host with no name. This is Oh So Fresh, and we're about to get the fuck out of here.
And based off his story, if you're feeling adventurous, go get some pussy on the freeway. Thank you.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
He's a host. That fool don't got no name. If we offend you, he'll take the blame. Oh so, his manners oh so fresh. Nobody's safe when he's talking ish. You better aware of this. This is the Hype, the original, the official. We hate both sides, find us in the middle. We cast you left, we come hard because you give you orgasms, go boop, and call you honey. The hype, the hype, the hype. Bringing laughs to your life. The hype.